you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Well, open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. I look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 and love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved, love, 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 loved. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait, I'm sure.
A very warm welcome to all family and friends of Paul and Diane, who've gathered here at the Deanwater Hotel on this very special occasion to witness their joining in marriage. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Susan Hancock. I'm one of the Deputy Superintendent Registrars, and I'm here to officiate at the ceremony. My colleague, the Registrar, is Gail. She is here to make a record of the marriage and ensuring it proceeds according to the law. Would you all please stand for the bride? Apart from the bride and groom, would you all please be seated? Ladies and gentlemen, at this point I'd like to invite Patricia to come forward for the first reading.
My love is like a sorry. My love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. My love is like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. As far art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, and I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gang dry. Till all the seas gang dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun, and I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run. And fare thee we, my only love, and fare thee we a while, and I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 miles.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you. This place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to the law for the celebration of marriages. A wedding is a joyous occasion for every bride and groom. And Paul and Diane have invited you, their family and friends, to be a part of this, their special day, as you witness their vows and share in their happiness, as they affirm their love and pledge themselves to each other. This marriage will enable a love and respect that you have for each other to develop into a deep and lasting relationship. Marriage is a desire by two people to share themselves and their experiences with each other, and a willingness to accept each other for who they are. Through your vows, Paul and Diane, you are making a commitment to each other for the rest of your lives together. You will make a pledge to love and care for one another in your marriage. You'll create a spirit unique to yourselves, which will bring you closer than any spoken or written words. And you will also be there for each other through all the joys and sorrows of life. So getting married today is the confirmation of the love, respect, and true friendship that you have for each other. Before you are joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you're about to make. Marriage, according to the law and tradition of this country, is the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others. Therefore, if any person present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now. Now I'm going to ask each of you in turn to declare that you know of no legal reason why you should not be married to each other. And so by tradition, we'll begin with the groom. So Paul, would you please repeat after me? I declare that I know of no legal reason why I, Paul Scott, may not be joined in marriage to Diane Sarah Conroy. And Diane, would you please repeat after me? I declare that I know of no legal reason why I, Diane Sarah Conroy, may not be joined in marriage to Paul Scott. We've now reached the moment where Paul and Diane will contract their marriage before you, their family and friends. Deborah, would you please come forward for the bride's bouquet? Thank you, Deborah. Who gives this bride to be married to this groom? Would you come forward, Steve, please? Would you place Diane's right hand onto Paul's left hand? Thank you, Steve. Take your seat. Would you now face each other and hold your other hands? That's lovely. Paul, I ask you now in the presence of your witnesses, family and friends, do you take Diane to be your wife and remain true to her for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
Diane, I ask you now in the presence of your witnesses, family and friends, do you take Paul to be your husband and remain true to him for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
You have now both publicly declared your freedom to marry and your intention to marry each other. I will now ask you both in turn to make the contract that will join you in marriage. So at this point, would you all please stand? So Paul, would you please repeat after me? I call upon these persons here present
to
witness that I,
Paul
Paul
Scott,
do take thee, Diane Sarah Conroy, to be my lawful wedded wife. And Diane, would you please repeat after me? I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Diane Sarah Conroy,
Diane Sarah Conroy.
do take thee,
Do take thee,
Paul Scott,
Paul Scott,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
We now come to the exchange of your wedding rings, which is an outward sign of the lifelong promises you will make to each other. This is a traditional and ancient way of sealing the contract that you've just made to each other. The ring is a complete circle to symbolise your everlasting love and is worn with pride and affection. Who has the rings, please?
I have the rings.
If you come forward, Mark, please. So Paul, if you take the ring now for Diane and place it on the third finger of her left hand.
Left hand.
And just hold the ring there and you say these words, Paul, but say them to Diane. Diane, I give you this ring.
Diane, I give you this ring
As a sign of our vows.
as a sign of our vows.
I promise to love you,
I promise to love you,
respect you,
respect you,
honour and cherish you,
honour and cherish you,
in health and in sickness,
in health and in sickness,
through sorrow and joy,
through sorrow and joy,
for all the days of my life.
for all the days of my life.
Lovely. Thank you. Mark, can you come forward? Diane, if you take the ring now for Paul. Thank you, Mark. And again, on the third finger. And you say these words, Diane, but say them to Paul. Paul, I give you this ring.
Paul, I give you this ring
As a sign of our vows.
as a sign of our vows.
I promise to love you,
I promise to love you,
respect you,
respect you,
honour and cherish you,
honour and cherish you,
in health and in sickness,
in health and in sickness,
through sorrow and joy,
through sorrow and joy,
for all the days of my life.
for all the days of my life.
Remain holding hands. Paul and Diane, having made the declarations to each other and having consented to be married by the exchanging of vows before your family and friends here today, and having symbolised your marriage by the giving and receiving of rings, may happiness, peace and good fortune follow you both in your future lives together. It's been an honour for Gail and I to be part of this, your ceremony today. It now gives me great pleasure to announce that from this day forward, you are now husband and wife together. I usually get the chance to say, would you like to kiss the bride? Would you all please be seated? Ladies and gentlemen, at this point I'd like to invite Natalie to come forward for the second reading.
A soulmate is someone who has locks that fit our keys and keys to fit our locks. When we feel safe enough to open the locks, our truest selves step out and we can be completely and honestly who we are. We can love for who we are and not who we are pretending to be. Each unveils the best part of the other. No matter what else goes wrong around us, with that one person we're safe in our own paradise. Our soulmate is someone who shares our deepest longings, our sense of direction. When we're two balloons and together our direction is up, chances are we found that right person. Our soulmate is someone who makes life come to life.
Thank you, Natalie. We're now going to sign the register. So, Paul, if you pull this
Push the chair in.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we can... Are we completing Oh dear. Before we complete the ceremony today, would you please put your hands together for the lovely readings from Patricia and In a moment, you'll be following Paul and Diane for some celebratory drinks. But before you both go, I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of myself, Gail, and all the staff here at the Deanwater Hotel to wish you both all the very best for the future. But I'm sure there'll be one thing here we would all love you to have and that is a long and a happy married life together. Would you all please stand for the bride and groom?
Believe in magic, expect me to come in. Suicide of the heart, you ask me to play this game without question, racing the stake on this shotgun roulette. 'Cause every river I tried to cross, every hill I tried to climb, every ocean I tried to swim, every road I tried to find, it's all a waste of my life. Oh, I'd rather be with you. There's no way without you. But you came to me like the ways of children, simple as breathing, easy as air. Now the years, oh, no fear, like the wind, they pass over. Love forgiven, washed, saved. 'Cause every river I tried to cross, every hill I tried to climb, every ocean I tried to swim, every road I tried to find, it's all a waste of my life. Oh, I'd rather be with you. There's no way without you. It's all a waste of my life. Oh, I'd rather be with you. There's no way without you.
To stand and give a warm welcome to the table to Diane and Paul, the new Mr. and Mrs. Scott.
I'm touching my leg. Now, wait a minute. Hang on.
Sit down now.
Thank you very much. Is the happiest man here today. The main man himself, Mr. Paul Scott. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Lee. I've not rehearsed or I've not wrote anything down because at the end of the day, all I've got to say is thank you all very much for coming here on this special day. Me and Diana, very, very happy. We appreciate all the cards and gifts that we're going to receive. We'd like to thank Barry and his team. Peter, good man. Thank you. We'd like to thank you all, bridesmaids, looking lovely. Of course, not as lovely as this lady. So as I said, once again, it was just a quick thank you. It means a lot. You all being here, brilliant. We've just got a few little bits and bats to hand out, and then we'll put it over to this guy here who's on the edge. You got a few wee bits and bats. Right, okay, who's where?
That's Connor.
That's Connor. Where's wee Connor?
Just pass it over.
Pass it over, wee Connor. Ruby! Lovely little fella, there we go.
Right one.
Katie! Lovely little fella, there we go. Here we go, that's your job. There you go, just for you, my dears. Here we go, to Natalie.
Just throw it.
To that, exactly, get on the edge. To Trish, my dear. For who? Best man, we'll see after the speech. Just kidding. That's Matt, I know, but I've got to go around, I don't know who's who. Yeah. Right, so once again, everyone, thank you very, very much. Means a lot. Appreciate it. Best man. Hey. Well done, Paul. I thought you were just toasting.
Yeah, whatever, do what you want.
Do apologise. Can we all toast, please, to Diane? My beautiful wife. To Diane.
Diane.
Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the best man, so called because he gives the best speech.
Hey!
Right, afternoon, ladies and gents. Boys, girls, whoever. I hope you're enjoying what's been a brilliant wedding celebration so far. It's been a wonderful day, and I must say how beautiful Diane does look today. I'm not lying. I'd like to thank Paul on behalf of our bridesmaids for his kind words. Can I also say what a great job they've done and how wonderful they all look. You really do look smashing, ladies. And they're only rightly outshone by our bride Diane, who looks truly radiant. On behalf of everyone here, I'd like to congratulate Paul and Diane and to thank you both for making this day off work today here. Again, I'd like to thank you all again for being here, especially those who knew that I'd be saying a few words. It's very touching you still decided to come.
I'll come for you, Mark.
Thank you. Again, I'd also like to take a minute to thank the Deanwater, without whom this wedding would never have been possible. I can honestly say that Paul and Diane will be in your debt forever. And at £4 a pint, I think most of us will be too. Sorry. Looking around this packed room, it's surprising how far some people are prepared to travel for a free lunch. It's a good job Paul didn't choose the menu, otherwise we'd have been all very disappointed to come this way for beans on toast, washed down with Audi lager. You know it. Now, I'd like to point out this indeed it's the very first time I've been ever required to make a speech, and it's true what they say, it's very nerve-wracking. I'm told it's like going to another speech, and it's only hard for the first couple of minutes. Tough crowd! Jesus.
Get on with it.
As I said, I felt a lot of pressure on writing the speech, and the pressure was added this morning when Paul pulled me aside and said, Mark, if you do a really good speech today, I promise you can be the best man at my next wedding too. So the pressure is truly on. Anyway, I've not done too bad so far. I've managed to get into the venue on time, got me in one piece, sober, dressed. I was going to say clean shaven, but no. And most importantly, in this time of economic uncertainty, I successfully resisted the urge to post the wedding rings to cash for gold. So well done me. Anyway, quickly move on to stories. I'd love to be able to share some with you about Paul, but there aren't many. The only thing I can tell you about him is he likes to go drinking by himself. Jumps off bridges. And strangely enough, he's into urinating in wardrobes, cookers, TVs.
What, in cookers?
Serious? DVD players and in public phone boxes, so good luck, Diane. Like I said, there aren't many stories, so you'll have to listen to my marital advice. I'm not sure I'm the best person to shit out, but I do have the following words of wisdom for the happy couple. So, firstly, remember this: set the ground rules and establish who is boss, and do everything Diane says. Always remember to tell your wife those 3 important little words. You're right, dear. Do what I say. Diane, her husband is like a tiled floor. Lay it right first time, and you can spend years walking all over it. A happy marriage is a matter of give and take. The husband gives and the wife takes. Never go to bed on an argument. Stay up and argue. Thirdly, best way to never forget an anniversary is to forget it once. So remember that.
Right.
Anyway, I do hope Paul and Diane enjoy their honeymoon in Wales. I assume that's where they're going anyway. When I asked Paul what he was doing after the wedding, he said he was going to Bangor for a fortnight. Now, in all seriousness, I know it means so much for everyone involved. I know Paul and Diane are delighted that you're all here to share their special day. This is serious, this bit. I've spent the last 6 months worrying about this speech, but the whole point of it only came to me yesterday. And that is that nobody else could possibly stand where I am right now and feel more proud and honoured to be able to represent my brother Paul on this, the most important day of his life. Anyway, before I finish, short notice Paul's asked me to read. For sale, a complete set of Encyclopedia Britannica. Excellent condition, 500 quid. No longer needed, just married. Wife knows everything. Anyway, a thought we should all perhaps bear in mind is that marriage is not about finding someone you can live with. It's about finding someone you can't live without. So, on that note, ladies and gents, please be upstanding. Raise your glasses to love, to laughter, a happy ever after. I give you a new Mr. and Mrs. Scott, Paul and Diane. Paul and
Cheers.
Diane.
All the best.
There we go. Finish. Sit down.
Well done, Matt.
There we go, sit.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
So, are we ready? Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm round of applause for your new Mr. and Mrs. Scott.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I can try for your heart. Our dreams, and they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone loving. Love is the answer, at least, for most of the questions in my heart. Like why we're here and where do we go, and how come it's so hard. It's not always easy, and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. And all of these moments just might find their way into my dreams tonight. But I know that they'll be gone when the morning light sings or brings new things. For tomorrow night you see that they'll be gone too. To mean the things I have to do. But if all of these dreams might find their way into my day-to-day scene, I'd be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree now. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. We're somewhere in between together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Hey now and when I wake up, you look so pretty sleeping next to me. But there is not enough time, and there is no song I could sing, and there is no combination of words I could say. But I was here to tell you one thing, we're better together.
Perfect timing from everybody else. A round of applause for Mr. and Mrs. Scott, Diane and Paul, the newlyweds today.